What's going on, guys? Welcome back. Season 3 has been here for a few days, and I'm pretty sure I've spent more time in that than I have my own house at this point, but it's for good purpose. Typically, I drop my video of the new heroes to main in each and every role within Rivals at season drop, but this time, I wanted to try things a little bit different for you and I, and just really marinate myself inside the season with Jean Grey and all the changes from the patch notes, and truly find out who are the best and standout heroes for each and every role from Strategist, Vanguard, and Duelist. And I definitely think there are some that stand out way above the rest. And we're going to kind of talk about all those today and my top picks this season. Let's jump in. All right, guys, we kick off this list with the Vanguards. And of course, we got to start with who is pretty much a new hero after Battle Blitz, his new ability, the Thing, guys. Ben Grimm in his ability to now go towards opponents and put constant pressure and sustain, and his escapability, his mobility. The dude's got it all, and I think they cooked with this ability, but they may have even overcooked with how good he is against dive flyers. His team can now, dive with him, and he's the ultimate kind of shot caller on top of being dead easy to play. If you haven't played the Thing, I don't know why you haven't. He's versatile across plenty of team comps, and he's good against dive, which a lot of people aren't great against themselves. So low elo, high elo, the Thing is definitely a Vanguard you want to main this season. Now listen, some of these heroes we just don't need to talk too much about, and Magneto is one of those. The guy has not been hit with a nerf what seems like since the game has launched, and he's just the master in the Vanguard class. Great poke damage, good protection, can be played offensively or defensively. Can be the main tank, the off tank, has the busted team up with Emma Frost, is the solution to other heroes that can carry teams like Star-Lord, or you can slam down a Cloak ultimate that's saving their team. He just doesn't ask any questions and has all the answers. Magneto, if you haven't thus far, or you're new to Vanguard, he's an easy pick for most games. All right, next up, guys, we go to Groot, and this is mainly for high elo for the most part. But Groot can shine in most situations. His damage is fantastic, and he's just very hard to deal with because Wolverine is banned all the time. They just adjusted him. We'll talk about that. But Groot's main weakness is never played because people can't play him. And so with that, it opens up his opportunity and his chance to really separate Vanguards, the Brawlers, the Divers, put out great damage, cut off healing, and strategically team wipe with one of the better ults within the game. He's way more intimidating than some of the other Vanguards on this list, and that's maybe what is holding you back. But if you spend the time learning the tree, you're going to be rewarded. He doesn't have a lot of words to say, guys, but his kit speaks volumes. All right, Emma Frost, there's not much we need to say. Yes, she did get nerfed going into this season, but if you've been out there, you've noticed that she's either banned or played all the time. She's equipped with arguably one of the most just powerful equipping team-ups in the game for two other S-tier heroes, and she's good in every situation. Like, there's no situation you should be in a match and she's available and you're not playing her, especially if you do main Vanguard. She can hold her own against most heroes. Her ultimate's great and clutch. Her survivability's through the roof, and her overall skill ceiling, but also easiness to kind of learn and help out the team, is just top of class. So yeah, not much changing. Emma Frost still a must main this season. Now in each role, guys, I do have some heroes that are targeted more for low elo and some for high elo because the game is played massively different at different skill levels. And that takes us to Peni Parker, guys. Low elo, just feast away. First of all, you got Rocket Raccoons just all over the damn place. So you are going to get access to her team up, and again, the stats just don't lie. She can't be used in high elo, but there are a variety of reasons why she dominates in the bronze to platinum, even diamond range. She can handle dive. She's good against teams that don't have coordination. She has constant pressure and CC and can stop some of the more dominating Vanguards like the Hulk this season. And other than like one of the worst ultimates in the game, she's a must pick as well in low elo. Now to wrap up the Vanguards, the high elo pick, and you could also make a case to play them in lower elo, is Captain America. Now, Brawlers, which is the Thing, Captain America, the Hulk, who I don't have on this list, still a great pick, are just thriving this season for a ton of different reasons. And Captain America at high elo is essentially getting another support with his ultimate. Like on domination, if you guys get the point first, just go Captain America to stall that much longer, build up all the way to that 99%. And even if you lose, you need one ultimate team wipe to end up taking the map. He's just great in so many situations to still stall, be that distraction. And then in low elo, he's also still good because you can chase and punish. And again, there's just not that coordination to keep everybody alive. And so you can really feast on him. Even with all the survivability hits, he's still thriving. Now that wraps up the Vanguard. Still plenty of other good picks. Venom, for example, I like in all elos. But let's go ahead and talk about the Duelist. And I tried to limit how many I picked here. There's virtually a case to play most of them. But we're going to kick things off with Wolverine. All right. Now, Logan, he just got a bunch of adjustments. I didn't make a video on it. I felt like it was too short of a video to make. But they finally addressed him because he was clear and obvious the best hero to be playing in Season 3. But you couldn't play him because he was banned all the time. Because, well, Jean Grey Phoenix has given him a cracked lifesteal. So the devs were forced to change him. And now he's actually a good amount weaker against Vanguards in general. He's going to do a little bit less damage, got hit with increased cooldowns, and his lifesteal is a little bit less. That being said, with all of that laid on the table, he's still absolutely crazy busted in Rivals. He's the answer to Vanguards. Jean Grey is an incredible hero that we're going to talk about momentarily. His ultimate can swing team fights completely, and as long as you know a general sense of where you are and what you're doing, you're going to feast, especially on a couple of different maps. Wolverine is still a great hero, even with all the nerfs. Yes, he's still going to get banned a lot, but he should be a little bit less after what they just did to him. Now we move on, guys, to who I took under my wing in Season 2.5 and have been playing non-stop in Season 3. Honestly, I think this is the best hero that people, for whatever reason, just haven't tried enough or don't play. I'm talking mainly to people like maybe below Grandmaster, and that is none other than Psylocke. Psylocke has easily become my favorite hero in this game. She's self-sustaining. Her damage is awesome. You can play alone or with the team. Her ultimate can get rid of Strategist ultimates, or she could just get eliminations by herself. And point blank, if you want to put the team on your back and carry, you play Psylocke. Her execution combos are flawless. She rewards you for great aim. And then, oh yeah, the best Vanguard Emma in the game gives her a team up that just makes her all the much better. I'm telling you guys, if you can aim even remotely well, you got to try out Psylocke. All right, guys, next up we have the hit scans, the two just wombo combo right now, and that's the newest Phoenix, and then, of course, Hela. Now, Hela, I don't need to talk about much. You guys already know the song and dance. She's been good since the game has come out. Her DPS and consistency is just non-stop, and with the recent Punisher nerfs, who could also arguably be on this list, she's kind of taken over that other spot as that constant threat on hit scan. Good escapability, the stun, she's got it all. But let's talk about Phoenix. I almost have her as a Lord in the game, played a lot of her, and I've got to say, she feels good in almost every situation. She's pumping out consistent damage and helping out the team. Her team up's good. She has self-recharging ammo. Her escapability is top tier. I mean, she kind of does it all, and then you've got her ultimate, which is not as good as we thought, but it's still very good in plenty of situations. Now, you do need to be able to aim, but of course, because it's hit scan, but if you can do so, I mean, you can just take out flyers, just pop headshots to get the sparks flying, and then, you know, you're good to go. Next up, guys, is Namor, and I didn't have Hulk on the list, but right now, the Hulk and Namor, they're best friends, and they are delivering in all elo. Like, it goes without being said, one of the things that I love about this guy so much is he rewards you if you know how to aim, but also if you don't, right? You have the turrets and where you place them to get consistent damage. But then also, now with his new and improved projectile speed and damage, he is like the ultimate answer to 250 health heroes. He could just like Thanos snap them out of the game. His ultimate is capable of not only getting big team wipes if you combine it with a damage boost, he just charges it so damn fast. And now that his Tritons are good, there's no weak part of his kit. So his turrets, his Triton, the whale, you stagger all of them, and you're just gonna end up with MVP type numbers every game, like without even trying. Moving on, guys, let's talk about a low elo pick, and that's gonna be Moon Knight. Now, I think Moon Knight can be played across the board. We saw it at Pro Play and Ignite, and hell, I still play a ton of Moon Knight myself. He just feasts at low elo because if Moon Knight's not dealt with, he's just gonna continue to barrage damage on you, and in low elo, people are they're not communicating and they're not trying to go for him, and you can easily feast on it. You have Cloak and Daggers team up to stay hidden and kind of self-heal. He just got that big health boost. His ultimate's punching in low elo as well, and so you combine all that with vantage points and knowing where to be on maps to get the most out of his Ankh, and you're gonna just pump out 30k damage a game. I mean, it's easy. Now with the Flyers, the other hero I would say is Iron Man, even though he does, you know, get some hits to his overall AoE damage. Still just very good to get the value out of him in low elo, you know, still combining with Ultron, you got that deadly duo going on. But in high elo, it's all about Human Torch. Human Torch virtually is staying the same from season to season and was the top difference maker in Ignite. If you are above probably Celestial, I would say you got to learn Torch right now. I don't think he's going to get hit again anytime soon, and he really just can carry games with his movement and his ability to be so mobile, but also pump out devastating damage, zone, and pressure. And then, of course, guys, we got to end this list with Black Panther. I mean, come on. It feels like overnight, and I know it wasn't just because of Ignite, but we saw this player named Self absolutely carry at top ranks with Black Panther, and the guy went from meme to a dream. I know it's the tickle monster. I understand there's situations he's not going to get the best value, and in low elo, unless you're smurfing, he's just not a good pick for a number of different reasons. But in high elo, and hell, I'll just say like diamond and above even, Black Panther is a damn menace. Just control alt delete your team before you can register a thought. And I would say if you looked at all the heroes in the game, and if everybody was a top play, you know, of that hero, Black Panther is the last person I would want to go against. More than Spider-Man, more than Magic, any of that. Just that the King of Wakanda is just, he's cracked. And then, guys, that takes us to our last role, the Strategist and Support. And right now, you guys are feasting. There's plenty of options, but there's some obvious ones that you guys know by now. Kind of like the Emma and Mag and Vanguard and the Hela and Duelist. It's Luna and Loki. We're going to start with Luna, and listen, this is by far NetEase's favorite hero. She continues to avoid any type of nerfs. She gets good skins, good buffs, you name it, she's got it. Her damage is that of a Duelist. Her ultimate is obviously just the best in the game. The damage swap is massive for the ultimate to get huge picks and combo wipes. She has incredible CC. You can put the snowflake on to not, worry about flyers or a flank player, or to get out the extra healing, and you can survive the majority of brawl and dive comps. Luna is Luna. Not a lot to say. You guys know by now. And the same goes for Loki. Now, with this new skin, Loki's got his whole Jotunheim out, so that's just an added buff to the guy. But, obviously, his charge rate on the ult is still fine. He's going to be able to get the invincibility from the Luna. He has insane damage, some of the best healing potential in the game, and his skill ceiling, and the better you get with his clones, is only going to improve you as a player. His green circle of life save is still just like a mini ultimate, and he continues to be an S tier hero even in season 3. All right, so Ultron, our last newest hero, I still think is an easy, great pick in most elos of play. His damage is still good. His mobility is top tier. People don't know how to look up in low rank, and in high rank, you have a coordinated team to either go, triple support, or just have enough of another distraction to keep himself alive. His shields are good. His healing's great. His ultimate charge rate is fast and can do openings or protection. Ultron, man, they cooked on his kit. Yes, he's toned down a bit, but not by much. I would say the worst thing about him and all the flyers I talked about today is obviously Hela and Phoenix are everywhere right now. Punisher, so hit scan is kind of thriving. You've got the Thing coming at your face way more, but even with all that going on, he's still a good pick. All right, Invisible Woman got the most laughable buff of all time. It was a nothing burger, but she didn't need it. She's still an S tier support hero. For the most part, I mean, her ultimate is great to counter the majority of the ults in the game. It feels like she charges it incredibly fast. She's great to be able to handle different situations, and the better you get with her shield placements is just overall going to make you a much better Rivals player, and she can help you survive against divers, brawlers, and in most situations. Not to mention all the utility of her push and pull that you could just continue to make big play after big play or elimination and push-offs. Invisible Woman is like almost the perfect strategy. And then lastly, guys, we end on Cloak and Dagger. Low elo, auto aim, stupid healing, a great ult to keep the team alive. And then turning the page over to high elo, the terror cape and the charge rate of the ultimate and the team follow-up, and her just setting up different plays for your Duelist is all you really need. She has crazy self-sustain with the bubble and the fadeaway, and is often picked now by the pros because of, well, Luna and Loki being banned a ton, but also just a solid all-around strategist within Rivals. So there you guys go. I mean, obviously things are going to change. We're going to get even more balance, and either way, these are the heroes that are kind of standing out above the rest. If I didn't mention one that's an obvious, it's because it's obvious. There wasn't huge changes this season, and I didn't want to cover every single hero that's been meta now since, season 1. These are my personal top picks on who I would recommend and what's been working for me. Let me know down below what has been working for you, and if you haven't already, while you're down there, go and subscribe. Be awesome. Helps build the channel. Anyway, guys, have a good one. Have a great one. To the next one. Happy Rival.